Fasten your seatbelts. This is the Grand Annual, and they're away.
Welcome to the sixth and second last episode of our Road to May series, proudly brought to you by Warrnambool Mazda, Subaru and Renault. Today we find out what it's like to be in the Grand Annual Steeplechase with the help of Brierley Steeplechase winning jockey, Brad McLean. The first jump for the 2017 Grand Annual Steeplechase, and of course Brad McLean's our jockey. Now Brad, at this point in time of the track, you've got a pretty big journey ahead of you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just all about keeping the horse nice and settled and keep the nerves in check. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have any nerves when I went out for the annual, but there's a long journey ahead.
Next by the South Australian Baltimore, and his South Australian counterpart, if you don't mind, spying on you, had gone back to the rear. So 4 jumps.
In Brierley paddock, up the hill. You're still just on the reins, making sure the tempo's nice?
Yeah, you want your horse just travelling along nicely within itself. You don't want it pulling or over racing, and you don't want to be off the bridle scrubbing.
Over 6, then 7. It'll be 8 at the top.
Up the top of Brierley Hill now. What happens here? What goes through the old bonds?
Yeah, well, it's a big climb up the hill, especially coming up here twice. It's crucial to have a nice spot in the race and still have the horse relaxed.
Up and over 1, up and over 2. Then followed Danzaduzzi, the young local, tucked behind them as they jumped the jump called the Olga Hood in the middle of
I ran round his paddock, the Toes Road double the weight. First time round, you're heading left. What do you need to be thinking about?
So it's just getting them to back off so you can essentially corner better and save your ground there. You don't want to be jumping too big and bold.
Here we go for the double.
Probably easier when you're back in the field a little bit. I don't think you'd win too many races there, but you can certainly lose them.
Obviously, that section where they've got to go left when they come down the Tozer Road double the first time around is probably the most challenging. You've got to get that right. And then obviously the next time around, you've got to get it right as well. Because they've gone left the first time, the horses are half looking to go left the next time.
Spying on you. They jumped the next. It used to be the man trap for those people that have been coming forever and a day.
They can get a little fired up coming down here in front of the crowd again. There was one year there, my horse, Summer Ben, I think won the Brierley leading in, and he got a little fired up mid-race, and that was certainly our undoing.
Jockey get fired up?
No, not particularly. You're well and truly in the zone by then, and I'm not one to go around counting fences, and yeah, but you know, there's still a bloody long way to go, and anything can happen.
They're heading out towards the paddock once again, and Manatone up and over with a beautiful leap again from Valediction. He was a real champ last season, Manatone. He's running a big race today at the Boulders Odds. He's going to jump the one here at Elford Road. Now, this is the 21st, folks. There's still a dozen more to go, and the hill to climb again. Manatone took off early, but he got over it all right. Valediction second.
What's the difference between the first time you go up Brierley and the second time? Is the tempo the same? Are you stepped it up a notch? Put it into sort of pace terms.
They certainly do step it up a notch the second time up here. It's actually a good place to be in front in a Grand Annual, I think. You can make your own lines to each fence and not dictated to by other horses. But yeah, if you're not the leader, and yeah, you want to be on the right horse's back, and yeah, there's certainly a bit more tempo in the race at this stage, and as I say, there's still quite a way to go. There's like at least 10 or more fences.
The race is almost over. We're coming down Granters. We're about to turn right onto the course proper. How are you feeling at this point?
Probably a crucial jump in the race. You don't want to be on the outside. Swing around there nice and balanced, keep it smooth, and then we've got the run home.
You're trying to pick a gap. What are you sort of looking for?
Fatigue kicks in on some of them, and there's generally plenty of room at that stage of the race, so it's just keeping your horse balanced, and you get over the last, the fittest horse generally wins, or the one that's had a trouble-free run as well.
He's 2 lengths to Baltimore. No song, no supper, just Baltimore, the South Australian. He's coming after him. No song, no supper. Baltimore, he's trying. No song, no supper. No song, no supper, but a Grand Annual. A wheelie waist. 2016 Grand Annual.
You cross the line, race is over. Is it relief? What are you feeling?
Yeah, it's a huge thrill to be a part of such a great race, and especially being a local boy. So, as I say, still haven't won one, but that's certainly the holy grail anyway.
There's nothing like watching a Grand Annual. They say the best place to watch it from's up the hill. It's the most unique race in the world, in my opinion.
That wraps up our insight into being on the back of a horse during the Grand Annual Steeplechase. Liam Fitzgerald, 3YB Coast FM.